January 30, 2020. This is issue 1002 of the transmissions coming through the Omega Communications portal. Hello, Lani speaking to you again, and I invite you to come with me on another inner journey into other dimensions of your consciousness. So are you ready to devote this short space of time for you to continue the process of the assistance that we're given in this way? Already I sense that there are a number of people with me gathering in as if we're one great big connected circle or group from all around the planet. And I also sense beings who are not actually on the surface of the planet, so I'm not sure whether that includes aircraft or other stations in orbit or somewhere else. Do you sense that? Now sense that you are with me in the receiving area of the station of light. Here you are protected, you are surrounded in the vital essence for you. You are surrounded in your own personal energy sphere. And this will help you to attune to the energy pattern and frequency coming forward in this session. So I open myself to allow the beings here in the station to come forward. Welcome into this dimensional area for you. I'm addressing you, and we draw you deeper into the energy structure, the energy pattern that you may already be recognizing in your senses, visually or feeling or knowing. So this is all as it is appropriate for you to receive. You are completely in tune with your professional identity. We use that term because many of you feel you are a professional identity. And in respect to your presence here in the station, this relates to your identification as an essential energy being in this whole process of expanding of consciousness and bringing in a higher pattern of energy into your physical unit and into the earth energy grid. And in this way, this also is bringing it into everything you recognize as planet Earth. And you have many names for that. Again, we use simple terms that are known to each of you in your upbringing and in your presentation, and that which you bring forward into the current life pattern from experience in the alternate realities and dimensions where you exist. So this pattern you are fully integrating in the space, and it is all about what you would be coming forth to experience. You may be wanting to compare this with other experiences brought forward through other speakers who address you, or you may simply be trusting your own true, powerful essence to identify the particular phrases and area and streams of information which you are drawing into you in this moment through these words delivered to you. We remind you it is the energy frequency pattern that you identify with and which helps you to open and expand, and therefore you become aware of your presence in this particular vector or state that you identify as your particular universe. And here you are most powerfully present and engaged in the evolutionary process. You did bring this energy into your life pattern. For some of you, this might be a recent recognition, and for others it could well be confirmation, and you want more. In your desire to want more, we assist you to understand that as each layer is expanded and opened in your personal identification, you are receiving a different frequency, a different vibrational pattern. And this is done in stages for every one of you as an individual presence. Information is energy, and we prefer to do this to assist you in the way that you adapt most readily to what you are receiving. So already you may find that you are opening another aspect of yourself present here, which enables you to experience a feeling of movement forward, movement into a different pattern, and this you may identify as a different living situation, a different travelling device or vehicle, and indeed it is that you are travelling into different dimensional space. It is not identified in quantity or quality or reference or numbers. It simply is recognized by you as an altered pattern that you are present within, and this also helps you to recognize that you are experiencing communication with a group of other beings that you have been drawn to meet and to continue a communication and activity pattern for many of you. Now, there are many of you focused on elements of water, elements of air, elements of plant life, elements of mineral life, elements of guardian vessels or beings. It all relates to your particular interpretation of patterns of energy presented by the beings you are resonating with. And in this field in particular, we oversee this process from a higher level, presented as the Council of Light, who are involved in the personal adaptation of each of you into the energy processes that are offered to you. Recently, there has been a great expansion and a release of confining or limiting data energy fields around you. And so you have already opened into your presentation into the next field of functioning And in this way, you will be using your manifestation processes involved in new creations. You may find that you continue to do everything in the same organized pattern that you are used to doing or being. And it is your state of beingness which changes primarily, and it is your state of being then that incorporates new ideas and concepts that you have already been receiving, and you find you can make adjustments, or you bring something different into your environment, enhancing it in some way, using your energy, your personal energy devices imprinted in your consciousness field to adapt to the new ways of doing things. Now, you as an individual are immersed in new ways. Some of the new ways have been presented to you in visualization presentations, which are created or manifest to show you what is possible for you to gain access to. And we're reminding you that it is your clear intention which will open up that process. The different processes will manifest in the appropriateness for you. This comes back to recognizing that you initially and continuously need to be revitalizing yourself in the greater essence of creation, your pure point of origin. Feel this around you now, and feel the contact this gives you as you become aware that there are beings with you who reach out a hand to assist you in this process. You may feel you are being given information, but it may not be in a book or in a device that you are familiar with using, a handheld, perhaps, device of some sort. Those are applicable to be used, and you will be aware that there are always the new qualities and upgrades and new devices to come to you as you attune yourself to them. You help the manifestation of them to come forward into everyday life. And initially you will be sensing that you are already using these in this particular connection with the being associated with you. You are being instructed in these. So the aspect of you here experiencing this already knows how to use these devices. And they will come through into your conscious reality. Again, we are referring to the greater network of beings as you, who you associate with in this level, and you are helping the creations. You are helping a greater stabilization of the energy coming through the energy matrix around the planet and around people. You, as you connect with the highest essence of you, you are bringing in that harmony so that everything is coordinated in harmonics, which means it's all vibrating at a similar level, and that level is continuously being upgraded and elevated as the pureness of intention is focused within you. Already this is changing you as you are present here in the station. That change you will be feeling around you in your physical aspect, because it is inherent within you. It is part of the energy system. Often it needs your conscious mind to accept this, to allow it, and to trust it, because you are engaged in the higher essence of creation. It is seen that you have accepted this, and thus you are being drawn back into the receiving area of the station. As you each come into the station, you are acknowledged. Feel the acknowledgement of the ones who support you here. In particular, the one known as Yulia, who is often with you all, is here. And many of you brought back in this session a particular device. Do you sense this? Yulia, I am Yulia, addressing you at this point, and I am receiving this device from you to make sure that you receive everything in a connected fashion, harmoniously for you, which has been imprinted in this device. Now, many of you are wanting the actual device to manifest in your physical hand. Remember that the manifestation has to come through the dimensional layers into the dimensional layer that you function in most readily and actively. It already is manifesting in the way that you manifest here in the station of light. So feel this device in your hand. Feel you are operating it. Feel that you can communicate with any of us here in the station, with the Council of Light, and I am here always to assist you. And I am surrounded by a number of beings also. So take this into your consciousness and feel it. Make it manifest as much as you can in the levels of your energy systems. It is part of the upgrade and activation of your entire energy system. So this was my presence with you at this time. I leave this with you now. You leer out. Aurum, withdrawing also from you, beloved. Recognize that you are loved and supported. Not just through those of us here in this station, but other ones who come in through the galactic portals to you. There is only this pureness for you. Thank you. Lani speaking to you again, and I give my thanks to all of those wonderful beings. As I was immersed in this, I was not sure what we would be receiving. But now I understand it. It seems the session was for the purpose of giving you this energy device. It's like a futuristic communication device. And it somehow is linked with us and will help the process of us functioning in a higher way, because it's dependent on our consciousness and what we feel and know. So it'll be interesting. I look forward to hearing some feedback from you as you identify and feel what this is, this energy device. Now, take a breath and bring your consciousness right back into your physical body form. And as you do that, feel the light, feel the energy of you are. You might feel that instead of the actual physical body you have, you realize your energy body. And it's your energy body that has this communication device. It may make it easier for you to communicate, we might say telepathically, and to link in with the energy grid provided by all of us. It's been an interesting session today, but I want you to fully engage back in your body, being aware of the day, where you are listening to this, and the time. Enjoy everything. Enjoy who you are. Thank you. And so I end this session through the Omega Communications portal. Thanks to Karen Ellsworth, extradimensionalart.com, for the visual representations of Aurum and Yulia at this time. Thank you.